Okay, good afternoon, everybody. Hey, good afternoon, everybody. We're going to start with the virtual class that we have. This is a tutorial only, and the idea is to continue with activities that we were doing in classes. I know it's difficult to understand what I'm saying right now because I'm in a social place. I'm in a restaurant actually, but I'm here because the internet is so fast. That's why I'm here. However, I'm gonna try to express myself in an understandable way. And well, the idea is to complete the whole virtual classes that we have been doing according with the book in unit number 4. So I'm going to share my screen right now, and I will share it because I will show you the unit and the different activities that we are going to work with. So now you can check in your screen that we have the Surpass platform that we have, and also all the skills that we have to take into account. The first one is grammar. So we are going to start working with grammar and all the answers that you have. I know that well, some of you have been doing this activity because I posted the last Friday, but people who didn't do it, you can check it right now and you can complete the activities. Okay. So I'm going to start with Surpass 5B, Unit 4, uh, a 4A and grammar. So I'm going to click here and I'm going to start the activity. They are to choose the correct words or phrases to complete each sentence. So we have the number 1, the lecture went by, and the answer here, I suppose it's so slowly because we need to use the preposition so with the slowly. So slowly, I thought I will fall asleep. Then we have the number 2. Unfortunately, he is so heavy, too heavy, such heavy. Obviously, too heavy to ride on this roller coaster. Then we have the number 3. The number 3 is it was such a nice. This is important. You have to use the compound such and then the article a. Such a nice photograph that I asked him if I could buy it. Then we have the number 4. In number 4, we have a negative sentence, but it says because it's negative, we need to use the specific word. That from isn't, it's negative. So we use isn't with a sentence with negative, with enough, big enough to hold a performance in or not big enough. We use first the adjective and then the word enough, big enough to hold a performance in. Then we have the number 5. Number 5 is a negative sentence as well. And let's check what we have here. It's a negative again. We didn't call too soon. No, soon enough or enough soon. Soon enough, because it's a negative sentence. It looks like the house is already being sold. Then we have the number 6. In number 6, it was, let's check the chances that we have, the options that we have. So great, too great, such great. Such a great, it's not the answer. So great or too great. I think so great that everyone went on the trip together. Then we have the number 7. In number 7, the option is, let's go to another restaurant. It's too expensive, expensive enough, such an expensive. I think we use too plus the adjective expensive. Let's go to another restaurant. It's too expensive here. Es demasiado caro aquí. Then we have the number 8. In number 8, we have he solved that problem, that math problem, such fast enough, enough fast. I think it's fast enough. He must be a genius. He solved that math problem fast enough. Suficientemente rápido, ¿no? Fast enough. Then we have the next nice sentence. In this table so big too, big enough too, big enough for. Big enough for all of our guests. Big enough too could be the answer, but in this case, we need to use the preposition for. And finally, we have the ball was, and then we have the 3 options. The 3 options are too hot, such hot, and hot enough. What do you think about this? The ball was just, it's pretty important to have the context and the coherence of the sentence. If you look at the final part of the sentence, the context, you will get it, okay, a best or the best answer for this sentence. Remember that we are in the 4 level, that we are considering times with so, enough, to, all these kind of options. I think here it's too hot to pick up, so I left it full of first. So we have the whole answers here. Yeah. And we will check if we are right. And we got it 10 to 10, of course. So this is the first activity that we were posting the last Friday. Do you remember? We didn't have classes because I have a union activity. So that's why we are correcting or checking the answers that we have. This is a grammar activity, and now we are going to consider work with vocabulary activity. In vocabulary activity, we have this drag each word to correct place in each sentence. So we have different options here in the box. I'm going to read them. Something, shoulders, breath, sight, parallel, word, mind, and job. All the sentences that we have here are so different. That's why, remember that you're going to get familiar with the TOEFL test. And in the TOEFL test, you will need to have a huge or a wide open knowledge about the whole vocabulary that you have been considering from first level to the ninth level. So let's start dragging the whole answers that we have here, or the vocabulary. And the first one, the way he climbed up the cliff without a rope was really something else. This is an expression, was something unbelievable. The pizza that they make here is out of this. You gotta try it out. So this is an expression, an imperative expression. Well, not imperative, an exclamation, right? So you have to present a high level of enthusiastic that you have in the sentence. The pizza they made there is out of this world, out of this world. Yeah, it's like said, no tiene nombre, está fuera de este mundo. Okay, you gotta try it out. Then we have the number 3. The skateboarding competition was out of, and then we have the answer. I've never seen so many good skaters in one place. So this is a side answer. Was out of a sight. Fuera de esta línea. Algo admirable. Number 4. We have an exclamation answer. How can people go camping in this freezing cold water? It just blows my it's an expression as well. Blows my mind. Blows my mind is an expression. Oh, sorry. Going to drag better. Got it. Blows my mind is something that you use, and it's an expression that you use when you can get enough. No puedes concebirlo. ¿Ah? No puedes imaginarte que esté sucediendo. Blows my mind. Number 5. In number 5, the view from the top of the mountain just took my breath away. Take your breath away. Yeah. It's actually, there is a song. Take my breath away. The view from the top of the mountain just took my breath away. Me hizo suspirar, me hizo sentirme bien, breath away. It's something that it's a reaction that you have, that you are pretty emotional with the things that you're feeling in that moment. The magnificent structure of the ancient tower is simple without, and then we have the answer. So simple without parallel. We have the answer parallel here. I'm going to drag it here, and then we will check if it's right. Number 7, the unique drawing presented by the group of designers were head and above anything I've never seen before. If you can see we have the word head and obviously it's another part of your body, head and shoulder. Above anything I've ever seen. All these expressions are pretty linked with emotions, with the sense that you have, with the impact that you have in your behavior, in your skills, and whatever. And finally, and the unique vocabulary that I have here is job. So I'm going to drag here the side of the glowing lights flowing through the endless dark sky made my jaw drop. Made my jaw drop. Impresionó. Oh my God, I'm pretty surprised that. Jaw drop. Job drop es cuando se te cae la quijada. De la impresión. Let's check our answers. And we got it. We got a 8 to 8 with 100%. So this is all that we have for this tutorial class. So I think it's important to have the right answers. If you haven't done this, you can go to the platform and do it. please try to. It's pretty important to have it. Okay. So I'm going to check here. Wait a second. I'm going to stop sharing. Yeah. And we already finished. Thank you very much to all and see you tomorrow.